Hello everyone, my name is Soybean and welcome back to another video. An NSSSmp video. You're probably quite surprised to see this. I have not made one of these in quite some time. Welcome everyone to what is probably, or most likely, the finale of NSSSmp. This will be the last time you see NSSSmp on this channel, and for the reason being of that this server is shutting down. NSSSmp will be no more, and that is quite sad news, to be honest. I was really hoping to get back to playing on this server again with the release of 1.1.12, which I know is coming to NSSS soon. But between Jai and Mono, those two have decided that NSSSmp has ran its course. The server hasn't really been active in the past couple of months, and I mean, we have our moments where we go to the pyramid and stuff like we did in one stream. But they've decided that NSSSmp is pretty much over, and I can't really blame them. You know, Jai has a lot of stuff going on, and he can't really be in charge of it if he can't really be around, and I don't blame him one bit. I really don't. And I really thank him for this opportunity of being on this server, first of all. But I'm here and I want to do one last video on this server because it means quite a lot to me. There's some things I want to talk about and just reminisce, and hopefully you guys enjoy. But yeah, NSSSmp will be shutting down, the server will be turned off, and it's only a matter of time. All good things must come to an end, so sit back and relax as we reminisce and talk about the past year on NSSSmp. Before we get into like the severe meat and potatoes of this video today, I do want to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed in the past couple of weeks, really. I hit 100 subscribers a couple of weeks ago, and I've been steadily growing ever since, and I hope that keeps going for the future. I've been really happy with the feedback I've been getting on this channel. I've been doing a lot of music stuff, a lot of streams, and I've been enjoying it. I've been really happy with how it's going. Making videos is fun, don't get me wrong, but it was a little stressful on me, and I really enjoy the whole streaming aspect of things. I really enjoy uploading the songs, especially one of the most recent songs, Forever, which I released about 2 weeks ago now, I think, as a recording of this video. It is currently at 5.2 thousand views, and I could not be any more happy with how it's been received. Thank you guys so much for all the support. It means so much to me, and I really hope I can continue doing this, and I really hope that I can turn this hobby into something more, but I guess we'll have to see. But yet again, I've been really happy with the feedback on that, and I look forward to doing some more. So this is where it all began. This is the spawn point of NSSSmp. This was originally a beach that was turned into this nice town square area. I'm not gonna go over every single build. I've done that plenty of times on this channel. I don't really want to keep doing that type of stuff, but I will be brief. But this is the spawn point, and I believe most of this is Mono's work, and it just looks great. But on the first day of this server, everyone kind of met up on this beach and just kind of, you know, just started the journey. And I wasn't there for that. I was a little late on the first day. I was actually out doing some errands, but then I showed up later and I actually joined in on the fun later throughout the day. But that first day was extremely nerve-wracking for me. I was the most nervous you could have possibly seen me at that time. I don't know why, but I actually went back and I watched that first episode I did, that first basically raw recording of the first day, and you can hear it in my voice. I was extremely nervous, extremely naive to what I was doing. I was very, you know, just very nervous, like I said, and I'm still nervous sometimes when I do this stuff, but I think I've kind of grown past it a little bit. But it was really fun nonetheless, and it got me hooked on making more Minecraft content at that time. Even though this was only a year ago, it feels a long time ago now. But it's really funny because at the beginning, when I first joined NSSSmp here, I was still kind of in that YouTube rose-colored glasses kind of mindset. I still saw making content as like this dream thing that everyone loves doing, that everyone likes. Everyone wants to make Minecraft videos and they're living their best life. But I soon realized over time that the server, we were active for a little while and then it just kind of dropped off. And that is just the nature of these things. It happened to Decennium, and Decennium has suffered the same fate. Actually, as of me recording this, Decennium has shut down as well, which is sad, but that server was, it was time for it to shut down. And so it was time for this one as well. But it was really funny that I was still kind of in that mindset of like, this is going to be the Hermitcraft for old school Minecraft. But of course that view quickly faded. Even though I was incredibly nervous when that first day of the server opened, it was extremely influential to me, and I was very thankful to be a part of this. And I'm so glad that Jai and Mono, this was their brainchild, as well as SteleCat, and I think Refin as well. It was their brainchild to put all of this together. Oh, by the way, there's this new drop down here that I have to try. Oh, that's trippy. Whoa! Oh, I died. Of course. Okay, where was I before I got rudely interrupted? Oh, yes, that's right. I was saying that how, even though I was extremely nervous on that first day on the server, it was very influential towards me. I was, like I said, very scared, very nervous of doing something new. I had just recently learned how to basically do YouTube. I was only like 3 episodes in on Classic Plus City Project, and I was already trying to figure out how to deal with doing 2 series on the channel. And I was also really beginning to get into the music making as well. The beginnings of the Summer Morning music project began around this time as well, or maybe a little bit earlier, basically like March sometime. I was so excited to be a part of this, and it actually really helped me build some confidence, because at the time I was like, I didn't want to do anything new. I didn't want to do anything outside of my comfort zone, and this was something extremely outside of my comfort zone, but I'm glad I did it. I'm glad that I did something that I didn't think I wanted to do and didn't think I could do, and I'm forever thankful for it. And this server really helped me. It really helped me just kind of figure that out. And I highly recommend that anyone who's watching this to do the same. Do something that you're not comfortable with. Do something, well, I shouldn't say not comfortable, but do something that you think that you might not be good at and give it a shot. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to do things and fail, and it's tough to do things and make mistakes. It's tough to do things and look back on it and be like, why does it look so terrible? So, here's my little humble beginning, the Soybeans Pueblo, version 3. Now, if you're wondering what the first 2 versions are, well, the first version of this Pueblo that I like to build in all of my worlds was built on the original NSSS server that Mono hosted in Jyration's Discord server. It wasn't NSSSmp, it was just like some random, or not really random, but it was just some server that Mono ran for Jai. And I played on that like once during the famous SteleCat flint and steel incident, and my house was burnt down. But anyhow, version 2 was on Decennium, and this was version 3. And this house these days is just a glorified storage area for saplings and apples and stuff. I don't know where the saplings are at. I guess there's only 2. Interesting. But this is basically what this house has become. I imagine this is a Vita sign. Anyway, there's some just random signs here from Dirtpiper and whatnot from Vita, apparently. But it's just great to see that this little house is still here, and I really liked what I did with it and built it into this little into this house down here, the cliff house, I guess what I called it. That sign blew up, so the original name is gone. I don't remember what I called it. But this house was kind of based off the design from my single player NSSS world that I had basically, you know, in the beginning, very beginning of this channel. Can I get through the door? Thank you. You know, I really owe it to NSSS, to be honest, for like the main source of why I'm doing YouTube. You know, I got back into Minecraft because of NSSS. I got back into Minecraft Java because of NSSS and mainly Jyration. Playing it, he had a single player series in NSSS at the time, and you know, I owe a lot of my YouTube stuff to NSSS. Now, unfortunately, all those videos are unlisted because I don't like them. They're bad. I might relist them at some point, but we'll see. This mine shaft. Oh, that was a genuine jump scare. It was really kind of funny how all of us kind of built really close to one another. And I kind of blame myself for that, especially right here. SteleCat was already building his little chateau stele here, which I should just go inside of and take a look at. But like James built his house like over top of this mountain in this weird room that I probably should go into. I've never been up there actually. I remember Vita built a giant pathway that went through this mine at some point, and we had to figure that all out. And then Steel built his house within this. There was a cave here, and there was actually a cave behind here too that I was actually hiding in for a while. Oh yeah, here's the remnants of the giant pathway that I was talking about. But this was there was a cave back here that I was actually camping out in that first episode, that first day, and that's when I fell through the ceiling in Steel's house here. But it's crazy how close we all built our homes together, and I think it kind of ruined it. To be honest, I think we built too close to one another. I don't think there's a second floor on this building still after all this time. Is there a downstairs? No, under construction. Yeah, that's what I kind of expected, but it looks really nice in here. But yeah, cool stuff. Holy cow, Steel. My man was on a grind. Holy crap. Definitely one of my favorite moments of all time on this server is when we were discussing the train station out there a while back. I think it was episode 4 of this series that I did on my series on NSSSmp here, that we were talking about that train station, how we were going to plan that out. It was the very beginnings, and then we continued to go in Griffin's house here in that large tunnel that we saw earlier and just go on a caving expedition, which was really fun. That was probably my favorite moment. The train station, that's also great as well, which I will talk about. But going on that caving trip was something else, getting bombarded by creepers constantly. I think I only died once on that trip, but oh, there's a staircase down here. I haven't been in James' house at all since like the first day, but yeah, that caving expedition was something else. I believe this was supposed to be a storage room. Oh, there is chests. How do you even reach these? How do they open? There must be stairs behind here. How did he do that? Anyway, yeah, that was a great moment, going through Griffin's house there and doing the water drop and dying a couple of times. It was a great time. As I walk over here to the train station, I want to talk about probably like the last real activity on this server, and kind of why I stopped playing on the server altogether. It's a very similar story to Classic Plus City Project, believe it or not. Alright, as the sun rises, as it pops into view, ever so slowly, oh, that fog, I love it. That old Minecraft fog, it's beautiful, especially with the 2D clouds. This train station, that's not really a train station, no minecarts have ever been hooked up, no rails, but this train station, man, this is the greatest example of teamwork on a Minecraft server that I've ever experienced. Between the work I was putting in on the roof, and I believe Jai and Migsy, and I believe Mono as well, did all this stuff down here with like tunnels, and I think there's also a tunnel underneath here, yeah, right here. And there's this as well, and also that underwater section to this train station. I mean, it's just beautiful, beautiful teamwork. And I was just really excited to see how this thing turned out. And it was funny because during this time, I actually had COVID around this time when I built most of this this roof. So I was a bit sick and I was a bit bored. I didn't have much to do because I was home from work and I had pretty much nothing to do. So I decided to build this roof for this train station, and this dirt scaffolding is still here. But it was fun. I stayed up to like 1 a.m. multiple times, 1 or 2 a.m. building this roof, and we got to play with Mono, and I think Jai came on a couple times in this awful chandelier that I built. But it was fun doing this build, and we did some incredible teamwork working on this thing. And it's just really funny to think that a bunch of people playing on a Minecraft server that is so niche, that is so not really known, you know, in the grand scheme of things of YouTube. This is like just something that nobody, like very few people will probably ever see. And it's kind of the beauty about Minecraft, you know, is that you just know that you're doing something in a video game. It's not going to last forever. Nothing is going to last forever. And when you do something like this, it's temporary. But in the moment, you don't care, and you're having a great time. And it's really just, it's poetic that we all work so hard on something, that we all do something together, and in the grand scheme of things, it's just kind of like, it's temporary. But of course, there's no point in living life just thinking that it won't last forever. You just do things regardless. And this was like a true testament of, I think, how much friendship grew on this server, and how much this community that I was so happy to become a part of really grew. And it makes perfect sense because it's the tallest building, I think, in the immediate area. But it's just remarkable, and not just the building, but just how much happened at this point. But unfortunately, I think after this came together, it was like really the last time when I played on the server for, you know, a regular amount of time. And, you know, I can really attribute that to just basically doing a bunch of other things. You know, it was extremely crazy that how YouTube for me started off as just beginning of a series, Classic Plus City project I've talked about plenty of times. And I started doing music as well, like I said earlier. I started work on the Summer Morning, I don't want to say album, but I guess you can call it an album. Started work on that, and then I started working on NSSSmp. So I was doing two things at once. I was trying to do two series and work on music as well. And of course, I've said multiple times that was it didn't really work out. I had to let go of some things. So NSSSmp became more of a streaming thing that I did, and I started learning how to stream on this server. And I've had some fun streams doing that. But unfortunately, you know, a lot less people were playing, and I streamed it less often. Excuse me. And I kind of stopped playing it a whole lot. And I think I didn't really touch it until we got to the excursion. We went looking for that pyramid. So I guess it's that time. I guess it's that time to finally say goodbye. And I've been standing up here on this bridge for an hour trying to come up with a good outro, and I just can't come up with anything. I can say as many thanks as I want. I can say as many praises as I want. But the only really thing I have to say is just thank you guys. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to Jai. Thank you to Mono. Thanks for all the hard work that you've done hosting this server, Mono. And I hope this isn't the last time I play on a Mono Soho server. But, you know, all good things must come to an end, like I said earlier. And I'm gonna leave you guys off with a short little montage of some screenshots that I took while playing on this server for the last year. But I have nothing else to say other than thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video, next stream, what have you. And long live NSSSmp. Alright everyone, take care.